Hi everyone. This is Onyx Phoenix, also Onyx Dragon, right? Also Onyxon again, also Rune 1. A bunch of names, don't ask me why. You can call me Y if you want to. Will be fun. Thing is, this is a blog about crystals. I might say, crystals are for people to feel good, right? Why is this person smoking? I think feeling good is refraining from a go-go. It's refraining from not doing what you need, what you're supposed to do according to your consciousness, right? Avoid the responsibility of being a living being in this planet and universe. So nice, right? You find a nice thing you want to do. For example, I'm going on camera. Suppose I feel like shooting a bazooka, right? A cannon type military gadget with some powder, which actually don't exist anymore, but I digress. I will go, hey, let's go to a field. I want to do a video blog because I will blow up the camera and I wouldn't be able to film the video. But I say, can I smoke? It's obvious that I can because I'm recording the video as I smoke. Right, so all those petty, how should I put it? Stupid, judgmental things that people got used to because they repeat them over and over in advertising. Don't give a thing about those things, right? Because in advertising you can look at it and you can look away. So the advertising doesn't exist anymore. So you want to have lunch or smoke, the advertising does not exist anymore. And it fits in the back of the cigarette because you can turn it upside down and they put all around the pack of cigarettes nasty things. Also in packs of cookies, such as these ones. Right? This is ugly all over, telling you you will go fat, don't eat this, but you need this also. You just put it down and enjoy the cookie. Right? Like some girl said, eat the fruit and kiss the snake goodbye. Right? That's the thing with consonants going on. Right? You need to repeat the consonants. Okay, it's Onyx Phoenix Crystal Video Blog. Take 2. This is Onyx Phoenix Crystal Video Blog. Number 6. Right, a beautiful 6 for deaf language. I actually bought some crystals. I bought 2 crystals. Collected 2 from my whereabouts, meaning secret spots within my room, warehouse type of environment. I would just stop mumbling things and proceed to display the first crystal. It's a nice rose quartz. The color is not too good in the camera, but then you realize it's kind of pink, right? Far fall from the sky, tear fell from my eyes. The rose quartz is a crystal. This is a rough, right? it looks like a rock. This is a citrine quartz crystal. I will explain later. You can see it's smooth surface, right? This not this rough, this smooth, this rough. I could go like this forever. This is called tumbled because they put it in a tumbling machine that shakes this with some ceramic things until the crystal gets into this smooth looking soft surface presentation. And this is rough. They chop it with some hammer and chisel and they hand it to you as it is, right? It's different things. It will be too complex to do a comparison in 2 words. I will compare at the end of the video, tumble versus rough. This is a crystal that's good for. Actually, your crystals have a bodily effect, and this one opens the pores, right? The skin has these little holes, right? Piercings, I don't know, right? Like a fabric that you can blow on a finger through a fabric because it has holes. The skin also because you release moisture and air and lots of different stuff actually, including dust. Uh, and this crystal, I don't know, something in China, I guess, uh, powers the opening and releasing of stuff through the pores. And it's actually really good for increasing your sensibility, right? You don't know what that's about. I don't need to go where, but it's in Scotland, right? With the frames keeping two. So I would just change my hair presentation, or also known as head presentation. And it's really good for opening up, right? I will go to actual human elements, explanation of the effects of the rose quartz crystal. This is good, for example, when you talk, but you only go hi, oh yeah, 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 oh bye bye. Instead, you can open up and go hi, hey, what are you wearing today? Oh, will you have lunch with me later? Oh, great. Oh, let's have lunch. And you save the buy in a basement in New York. And you go, I can smoke this? Not. Um, right? Takes you to more elaborate, right? More expansive life, right? You open up. Maybe you're breaking up. Let's suppose I'm not a girl, impersonating a girl, and you're breaking up, and you really want to get over with it, but the thing goes on forever. That's how you collect 20 X's, and you cannot have a cell phone anymore, and you can only eat in one restaurant because you can leave a good tab at the restaurant so they don't bother you. But otherwise, your life is a mess. Instead, with these crystals, you can go, for example, oh, okay, oh, stop, oh, no, no, no. And in certain moment, you go, stop, I'm leaving, and you flee, right? And things are over. That's opening too, that's expansive. And this crystal is good because you open up, but you're contained, self-contained. I don't want to write self-contained, right? So it's not like you disintegrate in London. Uh, Instead, you kind of expand your capacity, right? For example, it's really noticeable. Sometimes people live in a small place and they think they are trapped. You get a rose quartz, you put it somewhere in the place, and you actually go through the whole space. You realize uh, you can even reach the walls in the room or site. And when you go to the bathroom, you realize you're actually walking to a different room, not just remaining still in the corner of the room. Does not make sense? Open your window and you will understand. Right? This is a stone for politicians, right? The lapis lazuli was the stone for uh, emperors, right? Chiefs, uh, important guys in the past, because they commanded like this shall be done, and so it will be. Commandments, I don't know, in the Bible. Uh, 10 years in prison for an ant. But in modern times, I don't know if they already know this, but it should be that like that. Rose quartz is crystal for politicians. Rose quartz crystal, that is, because it expands your vision. And politicians cannot go like this. This shall be done, and so it will be. They should go, oh, check it out. Oh, that over there. Do you realize? Then we should do that, and so it will be. It's different. So they need to reach the entire territory of the place they command and reach for the details so they can be followed and supported by their nationals, inhabitants, and comrades. I don't know, right? The people that share the same state, location, unknown. But you can watch me in the video and ask me in the comments, hey, where are you? Right? Not in England. Right? This is rose quartz, really good for expanding, not disintegrating, right? So keeps balance, good for strengthening the body, opening the pores, which is actually nothing good. They say, oh, open your pores. Oh, I took a cream, opened my pores, and I feel like more light. That's a lie. Open the pores. The skin does nothing for health, right? The skin is only for pleasure, and it's good for reaching to all the extents of the place you are focused on. Focus. Thanks. Now the camera needs to love me. The second one is the blue quartz. This is a tumbled, kind of roughy, right? This is really good for the camera because it's kind of has cameras nowadays are designed to film plastic. I disagree with that idea from Taiwan. It's a really international. Today's International Day of mentioning things that you already know, but we are mentioning them anyway. Right? This is a blue quartz crystal. It's good for strength, right? This is a crystal for the bones. Bones, as everybody knows, do not grow. They just change the structure of the molecules, something like that. I won't go too deep because it's kind of gross. The calcium thing, I don't believe in calcium. I only believe in vitamin C. And yes, right. This is a good stone for deintoxicating and not using toxics, narcotics, or what's more stimulants, right? So all these new age people that go, I grow my own voucher for a health store, makes no sense. You need to grow these, so you just leave behind the things that are not good for you physically and mentally. This is kind of good for appreciating beauty, which is actually comparable to not using toxics, because when you look away from something, yeah, looking at beauty, you look away from things that are not beautiful. Why? Because you remain looking at what's beautiful. Thanks. In Buenos Aires, Argentina. Um, you just go on looking at beauty, appreciating beauty, and don't have time to look away and realize there's something ugly somewhere in Uruguay. Our head was international. And this is great stone for children, right? This stone does not need to, okay, I will summarize the main things about this stone also. This is good stone for children because it's good for learning, because it gives you a stronger attention span. We are listening to desecration style massage music, my own music. I composed and produced and published this music. I will link it below. Uh, right, to all of my fake fans in Luxembourg, so long. Right, good for children, good for the bones, good for appreciating good things, right? Meaning not using things that are toxic or intoxicating or stimulant in an artificial way. And good for children because increases the attention span, right? That's actually healing, not laying in a bed and with Dali painting style pattern of crystals on top of your chakra superstition things, right? Crystal healing is actually too complex to be pictured in a way that somebody can dress in white and look old but also young and real blonde and healthy eating, which you realize all of that in a picture, so it makes no sense. Third stone is black tourmaline. This is a beautiful stone, but that has nothing to do with the effect. This grows like this, like a log, right? You seen those mussels type of things, right? Those mollusks that have a shell. Hi, I'm a mollusk. Camera still loves me, boy. There you go. That they grow some extra meat on the outside, right? You also eating mussel, right? You ended inside and you realize, oh, it's extra meat on the outside. And that's the best part. Not because it's extra or whatever, Mexican complimentary guacamole in Mexico DM, but instead because it's really good meat. The chunk of the that grow outside the shell of mollusks. Sometimes they grow like real hard, and you cannot chew them. That's unpleasant feeling, una sensación desagradable, el señor. This is good for protection because the structure contains kind of something that absorbs the motion. For example, in a car crash, there's something real bad that kind of hurts you besides the noise, right? That you feel awful, maybe for your entire life if you've been near a car crash or a badly designed and produced airplane, right? When they lift off, the propellers make you feel like you will never eat again. And those kind of things, which is actually motion, it's kind of vibration, but you say that sound alone. Not true. It's kind of a motion that propagates through the particles of space. That's not only things, that's also particles when there's nothing, right? That thing about space, this is in space, check it out. Outer space, they say, oh, it's vacuum, there's nothing. Not true, it's the particles of nothing, right? Outside the atmosphere, there's also particles, not something dark matter thing, right? That you only realize in some horror movie device, computer graphic. And this absorbs that extra motion, thanks, from space. You saw it first here at Onyx Phoenix Crystal Video Blog. I'm getting tired, sorry. And yeah, this is good for resting because suppose you have kids. No, suppose you have pets. You lay down to have a nap, and dog goes to the mattress and puts his face on. Suppose it's a nice cocker, golden cocker dog type of brown, light brown cocker on your bed when you're trying to have a nap, right? Dogs are more local, cats are more like on top of trees, and people are all over. I was to say all around, but it makes more fun saying all over. Only Soba in Luxor, Egypt. Um, right? So there's nothing to do. You cannot like play paws on your pet, on your beautiful cocker light brown dog, right? That's kind of emotion that makes you go, oh, do I need to pet him? Oh, he's full. What should I do? I cannot rest. These little motion things from car crashes or annoying people, and those who wear those wigs that seems to be connected to the center of existence, right? And those suits, those dark blue suits in a casino in Las Vegas, those kind of things produce an extra motion, I don't know, in the air, the particles of existence. And this beauty absorbs all the extra motion, right? You can realize it's a real steel stone, right? Check this out. This kind of could be falling. This could be vibrate. I don't want to go vibrating because it's too sexual. Shaking, could be shaking somewhere. This is real steel, right? If you want the perfect bench, do it out of black tourmaline in Poland. And absorbs all the unstillnesses from reality, right? So this needs to be a big one. You hold it in your hand, You go out, you walk through Wall Street, and you don't get hungry for a cream cheese bagel or an awful Arab street food stand thing, right? You can go all the way through Wall Street without getting hungry for something really spicy and fattening, right? Does it make sense? Go out to Wall Street. You will end up buying food from the street, right? And it's good for aging, right? So black tourmaline is good for containing unwanted excessive things from reality, be it motion, be it impacts, be it noise, be it bad behavior, be it bad luck. That's a thing for bad luck too. It's also good for containing things toxic. For example, in the past, they did not wear a gas mask. They wore the stone and they didn't get poisoned by. They went into a volcano. Heat was a different story. They need to handle heat differently, but they held this, I don't know, maybe like a torch, I suppose, in a kind of ritual way. The Precambric era. Precambric era is actually a place. Do you know that? Future is nowhere. Uh, in reading leads, Brickstone, Iceland, near Björk's house. Björk. Uh, this contains toxic, breathable emanations, right? You don't need a gas mask. You can go into a out of order, in a bad state, nuclear central thing. Not in Tokyo, I hope, or Japan anyway. I don't know where I keep those atomic things in Japan. I'm not from the CIA, by the way. I'm from the DAA. Kidding. All right. Exercise. Tongue out, tongue in, tongue out, tongue in. Now we can proceed. Near Scotland, luckily outside of Scotland. And it's like you can go into a nuclear terminal out of order, emanating all type of radioactive toxic gases, and you won't get poisoned if you hold these, right? The good thing about stones is when you keep them, they do the effect for a person who keeps them, but you need to learn that. Up to this day, I'm the only person who is capable of doing that. But getting one stone recommendation from me, using that specific stone that I actually recommended you, and following the advice I gave you, you will actually get the benefit of holding the stone and not just, oh, this contains gas, what about my nose? I will get poisoned. You will protect your entirety bodily volume, also all your belongings and your acquaintances, also your dreams and expectations. And it's good for aging because makes time still. Time is actually motion, right? The Greeks said they invented that. That's not true. I'm saying right now, I invented it right now. Time is motion, and light is not particles. It's just something beautiful that you turn on and off, like it can go red sometimes. I can go with this nice remote control made in Taiwan. Thank you, Taiwan, once again. Um, you think I'm cheap? You too. Uh, and this kind of makes motion still. Even if you're moving, make the motion a still thing, not a changeable thing. So it's good for aging because you don't feel that everything's changing all the time. You just continue living. And maybe the calendar skips 50 years, right? Not been floating. Okay, Germany. Twice last year in a cockroach swarm. Uh, so it just live on through 15 years and nothing changes. Aging means that things change and you don't want to change with them, right? That's why change, age, the CH, I don't know in English, the root of a word when it's CH means a negative opinion or state of mind towards the second part. And it actually, the actual word is change, not change. But nowadays everybody says change because there's more space communication. Because nobody talks to anybody anyway. So you need to look at these videos because you love me. Because these, right? Aging means things change. I don't want to change. So you feel, oh, everything went by, everything is lost. Now I'm old, I will die. Nothing changed. You go, oh, let's go to the restaurant, have lunch. That's nice aging, right? Going to a restaurant to have lunch means you aged the right way. It's actually, I don't think that's possible, but this don't help you, black tourmaline. I got really tired of talking. I would just say one thing about sweet citrine quartz crystal. It's good for, it's a fun stone. It's good for having fun. You may say, having fun, I'd rather go to play a video game, spend $10,000 in a video game console, a TV, lose the mobility of my hands, lose all patience and enjoyment of life. That's fun, right? I disagree. This stone is fun, right? I'm having fun right now. I don't need to spend $10,000 and lose all possible girlfriends ever, right? There seems to be a discrepancy. The person in the video is different than the person speaking. So I will just proceed and do this. Kind of closer now. Oh, should I show my hair? Okay. The end of the video goes with my hair released. It's I do my own hairstyle, but these things seem to grow in Spain, which kind of gives the hint for a wrap up. Tumbled stones versus wrap stone. What do you think? Which are better? This, for practical matters, this one you can hold more easily because this one, after 2 seconds, starts piercing, being uncomfortable into your skin, right? Because of the amount of edges, right? Like this, right? The thing gets stuck, and so the skin, when the muscle hits, oh, my light got red. So let's do this in a protestation against my light going red. The end of the video goes in blue. Did I lose my mind? You did. Right? Rough is kind of difficult to hold. Tumble is more easy. Check it out. Right? It doesn't get stuck. Needs to have a good shape. Thus, they haven't paid much attention when carving stones, give them the right shape. Right? That does not exist yet, but it's easy to hold. A sphere is easy to hold. It's a nice amateur sphere. It's easy to hold. After 15 minutes, you need to be laying down or go to have something to drink. Otherwise, you cannot hold the stone anymore. The thing about rough stones is that they're more connected to their origin and to nature, right? Just like if you see a wood carved sculpture, you can go, you rather go, who did this? What's the name of the artist? Right? If you see a tree in a forest, you go and touch the tree, embrace the tree, uh, wear a cape, disappear in the mist. That's different, don't you think? But tumble, you go more like it's a product of time, right? Not actually a product of man. It's actually a product of time, right? So it's kind of, you can think this is more like, okay, let's go my own way. Let's do things a little wild. And this one, tumble, is more like, okay, let's try to learn what this is about. Uh, this music is too relaxing, right? This is kind of more for like, rough makes better present because it's more the intention of giving rather than the item. And tumble makes more for like salutations because makes an impression. One more thing, and I will end up this video. I'm not complaining. It's just that the air is really bad here. Rough is kind of for beauty, right? For enjoying. Because the more you feel, the more you enjoy. And this has more surface, so you can touch more, smell more, feel more, ease, take it away, champagnes. And tumble is more like progress and enhancement. Right? It's difficult to talk when it seems like nothing is good enough, but it's actually the meaning of tumble stones. Right? They give you an extra push, so because they are appealing and they make you appealing. So if you say the right words at the right time, you won't pass inadverted, right? With some extra motion from Chile, which is written like this. Bye bye. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the links below. This is